Hey YouTube, what's going on? So this is your girl Alexandra Monet. Welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you're already subscribed, if you're not, you know what to do. Hit that like button. So now let's talk about these boho braids that are just so cute. I've been seeing them everywhere, and though they're not necessarily a new concept because we see them a lot with, some water wave hair, regular braiding hair, it's a new concept to just do it on your natural hair, no hair added. So I really like that, and I'm gonna give it a try in this video. So I want to tell you how I started with the prep of my hair, because I feel like this is a very important point, and it will help you being able to have some slip and also kind of prolong the style so it doesn't look so dry, and just overall promote healthy hair and also healthy hair growth. So let's talk about it. I washed my hair, and then after I washed my hair, I went ahead and I sealed in the moisture. So the products that I used was this one right here. um it's just a simple moisturizer, so as long as you have a moisturizer of your choice, this is just the one that I used. I went ahead and I put that on my hair, and I combed my hair out as best as I could. Next, I went in with my Mr. Blue Magic. Any grease will help, but this is the one that I used. And these two products together are going to make sure that that moisture stays locked in, because when we start braiding and pulling and trying to get them little curls to pop, we're definitely going to need that moisture to stay and not leave. Okay, so let's hop into the technique and let's get started. All right, so for the parting, I'm just gonna let you all know I did not go in and do any defined parting. I just felt for the sections that I thought were most appropriate for the amount of hair. And this is the amount of hair that I'm using. Now, I know that looks like a lot, but remember that we are braiding, so the braids are gonna come out pretty small. So I think a generous amount of hair in your sections will actually do you a little justice, unless you want, small braids. So I'm going in and I'm using the Do Most Definitely. I've never used it for a wash and go, and I'm kind of skeptical about doing that, but I'm going to use it here in this sense, really just trying to test it out and see if I find it beneficial to adding it to my natural hair regimen. Now, this product here is the Gorilla Snot, and it's absolutely my favorite product when it comes to laying down slick buns, high buns, anything that I need my hair to really cooperate. I'm pulling that product out. So I went ahead and I put that product all over the section of my hair, and this really helps smooth out each of the three pieces that are in my braid so it didn't come out too frizzy. So as I'm braiding down, as you can see, I'm pulling each section to kind of smooth it out. And like I said, that Gorilla Snot really helps with that. So as I braid down, I am going to feel for the piece that I felt like gave me the best curl. And that was very difficult, but honestly, just do your best and pick out the piece. And a huge tip for this would just be not to pull out too much hair. The less, the better, because you'll be able to clump the curls the best. So this is me pulling out the second piece, and I think about max, I'll pull out 3 pieces. I don't do too many because I don't want a very big textured look for this style, and I also do not want my hair to tangle up too much. So as you can see, even for this braid, I just pulled out 2 pieces. Now as I continue the rest of my head, I pulled out about 3. So mind you, this is the first braid that I did, but as I continued to do the rest of my head, I learned about a couple of things. So one of them was when I get to the end, of course, going in with Eco Styler was very helpful for the ends and the curls that I pulled out. Additionally, at the ends, instead of doing this like little finger coil that I'm doing, what worked best for my hair texture was to actually twist the ends. So I would definitely do that if I were you and you have hair texture similar to mine. And then just kind of going back in once you're all done with the braid, taking that Eco Styler and just defining those little curls and really massaging that product in. So that was the entire process. Very simple. Okay, so this is my first boho braid. Okay. And it looks so nice. So you guys saw me try a couple of different products, and what I will say is this a mousse, probably just to kind of put the moisture back in just a little bit. this was cool. In terms of the two gels that I wanted to test out, I might have to say this Eco, it's hard to say. I feel like the Eco style did pretty decent on like the individual curls that I have here. Like those look good. But in terms of kind of getting that braid to be as smooth as possible as I'm braiding down so it's not as much frizz, I think this was better. So for the braiding portion of making sure like that braid was smooth, this. For the curls at the end and like that are kind of popping out, this. The most, maybe that'll be more beneficial toward the end or like when I'm doing a refresh. But I'm gonna finish doing my hair, finish doing the back, and I'm gonna come on and let y'all see. Alrighty, so this is the back and I am absolutely loving this view. And the one thing that I love the most is the size of my braid. So like you saw in the beginning sections, you know, how much hair I pulled out. That would be very ideal. You can see the ends of my hair are perfectly curled, and that would be the results of making the ends of my braids twist. So that's what we're looking at, and I love it. So here you see me getting ready to do this middle to front section of my hair. Now bear with me, everybody, bear with me. So here I wasn't sure what I was going to do because the front of my hair is so short due to a mini chop from heat damage, so I cut it off, right? So my boho braids would have looked so janky. So I decided to kind of do some lemonade braids. Now I haven't seen this kind of style for this particular look. So I kind of went on a whim here and I decided to French braid the upper half of my hair just to kind of disguise my mini chop shorter portions of my hair. So I made sure that I kind of combed it out a little bit, and as you can see, I parted it in the nice swoop. I'm sure there's plenty of tutorials out there for the parting of Beyonce's lemonade braids. But this is how I'm doing it. So as I'm going through, I put the same products on this section of my hair. And of course, I'm making sure that I am using my spray bottle to keep that slip in and that Eco Styler gel to moisturize those sections so I can pull out those little curls that are, you know, pivotal in the boho braid look. So as I'm braiding, I'm really looking to see, okay, what little piece of my hair is going to be the little curl that I'm gonna pull out. So I found it and I kind of pushed it to the side and I kept French braiding around. Now this was very difficult to keep that curl out of the way and making sure that I don't accidentally add it back into the French braid. So if I were you, I would definitely get some clips just to kind of hang on to those curls so they do not get swooped back in, because even though it's not shown on camera, I definitely had a little bit of trouble with that. So after I finished the French braid part and I'm going down to just the regular plaited braids, I continue to pull out some curls. I make sure that I add more product, specifically Eco Styler gel, and I just keep braiding all the way down till I get to the end. And of course, I start the twist and then the little finger coil. And it's literally the same technique as I would do if I was doing regular braids. So I'm going to finish this process in the mirror. I'm going to go ahead so I can have a better view, and I will be back in a flash. Boom. So this is it. Oh my goodness. YouTube, you have got to try this. I know y'all seeing what I'm seeing. This hairstyle, this boho braid hairstyle that is going all over TikTok and Instagram and now YouTube, is really one for the books. And I absolutely love the way that it turned out on my natural hair. Like, I didn't have to do too much. I didn't have to go crazy with the products. I just took my time and I figured out what products would do justice for my natural hair on this specific style. And I'm glad I stepped out the box with these braids. You know, I got my inspiration from Beyonce, and it was just as easy to do the regular boho braids, just pulling out some hair. So I really get to channel my single ladies, okay? with these boho braids, kind of giving it a whole new look. So I'm glad that I did that. But the end results are absolutely beautiful, and I think I will try this style again. Please let me know in the comments if you are thinking about doing boho braids, or if you have done boho braids, like what was your experiences and what tips and tricks did you have? I would love to learn some if you guys have any new ones that I didn't mention. But yeah, this is the look, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.